Hello everyone, this is Teacher Jane and today we will continue discussing about public forums, but this time we will focus on seminar and symposium. This is again in line with the most essential learning competency, raising sensible, challenging, and thought-provoking questions in public forums. In this video, you will learn about the difference between seminar and symposium, the different types of thought-provoking questions, and raising sensible, challenging, and thought-provoking questions in public forums. Let us then start by differentiating seminar and symposium. A seminar is a conference or other meeting for discussion or training, while symposium is a meeting or conference for the discussion of some subject, especially a meeting at which several speakers talk on or discuss a topic before an audience. Attending a seminar will help you to be knowledgeable on something. A student like you can attend seminar about how to conduct an interview, how to make a resume, how to cook, and other skills that you want to know. In a seminar or symposium, the participants need to participate in a discussion. They also need to prepare challenging, sensible, and thought-provoking questions to make the discussion more alive. So, what are the types of thought-provoking questions we can raise during a seminar or symposium? First is about moral or ethical dilemmas. You may ask questions about moral and ethical concerns. Example, is divorce acceptable in our society? Why? This question has moral or ethical concern since the issue on divorce goes against the moral and ethical beliefs of some religions based on the teachings of the Bible. Second, questions that will make you assess, diagnose, and act. Ask questions through the process of problem solving. Like in this example, the first step is you're going to assess. So you ask, what is the issue or problem at hand? Then, you do the diagnosis. What is the root cause of this issue or problem? And lastly, you will have to decide for an action. How can we solve the issue? In these types of questions, you first assess the situation. You have to know what the problem is. Then you have to diagnose or determine the cause of the problem. Lastly, after determining the problem and its cause, what action are you going to do now? You have to find ways and take action to resolve the problem. Third, compare and contrast. Ask questions to identify differences and similarities between ideas. Example, differentiate climate change and global warming. The fourth type of thought-provoking question is interpretive evaluative. Ask questions about the intentions or goals of the author, creator, character, and others. Then, ask questions to evaluate the veracity of these intentions and the effectiveness of the methods used. For example, is it better to use this type of chart? Why? In this example, the speaker wants to know the effectiveness of using a certain kind of chart in a particular situation. Next, we have conceptual changes. You may ask questions based on their self-reflection. Example, which method is the best? In this example, you are asking a question in which the speaker would give an answer based on his reflection from his experiences. For example, there are different methods of cooking a dish, and you're going to ask him which method is the best to use based on his experience of cooking it. And lastly, we have personal exploration. Ask questions based on one's personal idea or exploration. Example, what does brotherhood mean to you? In this type of question, you are simply asking about their personal ideas about a certain issue. It may not be based on facts, because they may just share their personal opinions about the topic or issue. Just remember that the questions you will make should be tied to the topic, reflective of a panelist's interest, representative of issues the audience will be interested in, and an important topic to discuss at that moment, and a controversial one that will ignite the conversation inside the room. Questions we asked in a seminar or symposium can also be closed-ended or open-ended questions. What is the difference between the two? Open-ended questions are the ones that require more than one-word answers. Example, how would you patronize local goods? What are the ways on how you can help the nation to be more progressive? What did you realize after the symposium? These examples are open-ended questions because these questions require an answer wherein the speaker would use more words to explain his viewpoint. On the other hand, closed-ended questions are answerable by yes or no. Examples: is that your final answer? Is English your favorite subject? Did you learn something from the seminar? I hope that you will be able to apply what you have learned in this video when you raise sensible, challenging, and thought-provoking questions as you attend seminars and symposiums. At this point, let us identify which type of thought-provoking question is applied in the following items. Are you ready? Number 1. What is the cause of climate change? A. Assess, diagnose, act. B. Compare and contrast. C. Interpretive, evaluative. Or D. Personal exploration. The answer is letter A. Assess, diagnose, act. Very good. In this question, we are making a diagnosis on the causes of climate change. Next, what is the difference between apple cider and sukang Ilocos? A. Assess, diagnose, act. B. Compare and contrast. C. Interpretive, evaluative. Or D. Personal exploration. The answer is yes, letter B. It's compare and contrast since we want to know the difference between the two kinds of vinegar, namely the apple cider and sukang Ilocos. Third one, what does patriotism mean to you? A. Assess, diagnose, act. B. Compare and contrast. C. Interpretive, evaluative. D. Personal exploration. The answer is letter D. Personal exploration. In the given question, we simply want to know the person's personal insights about patriotism or love for his country. Well done! Congratulations for doing a great job! I hope you learned a lot from this lesson. That's all for now. Again, I am Teacher Jane saying, just do your best and God will do the rest. Keep safe and see you next time!